Hello, how are we today?
Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are doing awesome. What day is it?
Day 20 of
Wow.
Abundant Life Church's Amplify, prayer and fasting. Well, that's a mouthful.
Hey, so today, basically, just before we finish our journey, me and Luz are just going to do today's devotion together. And so we hope you guys have been enjoying these videos, and we'd love to hear some feedback back from you guys. How have you been finding this fast, Luz?
For me, it's definitely, there's definitely the pros and cons. It's difficult, it's hard, but the greatest thing is it is about focusing on God. And through this time, there has been battles for me. But one thing I've always seen is God has always been revealing His goodness, His grace, His kindness through this in my life. And I just feel empowered in my faith through anything that may come. So it's been a real different time than I expected, but it has been a great time of me trusting Him and seeing what He is capable of doing. What about you, Hannah? How's this time of prayer and fasting been for you?
Well, for me, it's definitely different from last year's, but I think I'm going away filled with just hope and looking forward to the last couple of months of this year. But I think through this fast, God has really just taught me obedience and trusting Him. And this fast has been more of a what do I say? Sort of a lesson in a way, where I've learned that fasting is more about just giving up something. It's an enhancement, I think, in prayer life. And it's something that I definitely want to carry on past just this 21 days. I think that's, if I was to put like a title of revelation over it, I think that would be God's message for me these 21 days, is that fasting isn't just something that we should do like once a year or something. It should be something that we incorporate into our prayer life all the time. So yeah, I
think that's so true. And there's one real benefit. So many benefits, but there is a real benefit to fasting, and that is that there's a spiritual blessing. Through fasting, we get the spiritual blessing that God is walking through this with us. God's guiding hand is walking through life with us. Sometimes when we fast, we're fasting because we need God, we need God's help, we need His guidance. And the truth is, He does bring His guiding hand. He brings His way through every situation. And when we seek Him, He is there. And He will bring answers. He will carry us through every situation. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know how things may be for you. But in this time, I really believe that God's going to carry you through it. God's going to bring you forward through those hard situations, through those dark times, through those whatever is going on. God's going to bring you through it. And I think it's great because the psalmist in Psalm 23 reminds us of this. He says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I have all that I need. He lets me rest in green meadows. He leads me beside peaceful streams. He renews my strength. He guides me along right paths, bring honour to His name." It goes on, and you can read that in your reading today. But let's be encouraged. God is carrying us through it. When we seek Him, when we put Him first, when we deny ourselves and choose Him, He carries us through every situation.
That's awesome, Liz. I think, just really encourage you that during this fast, you're not alone. God is definitely walking by your side. If you feel lonely because, you might get hungry at times or something, just press into the fact that God is walking by your side and you're not alone. We're doing it as a church and as a family, and most importantly, we're doing it with God. So I'm just going to finish today with a fasting thought. It says, "Every time I have fasted, I have found my worship experience sweeter. I found the illumination of God's Spirit brighter and my hunger for God's word stronger. Through my fasting, God has guided me, comforted me, challenged me, and corrected me. It is not that I have bent God toward me through fasting, but that I, through fasting, have bent my heart toward Him." And this is by Gary Romeyer. And I think that is so good and so true for today's reading and how far we've come along in the journey. So just press through, one more day to go. And that's awesome. Let's keep going. Let's keep on believing what God can do. There's so much more. The best is yet to come. And let's believe in all that He has for you, for your household, for your city and beyond. Let's do it together one more day. Let's do it.